Good afternoon, happy Wednesday, Gulf Coast. I'm meteorologist Patrick Fitzgerald with your afternoon forecast. The radar right now is currently quite active, especially across our Mississippi counties, while still dry in Mobile as well as Baldwin counties and the rest of our area on the east side of the Mississippi state line. We are going to have to look out for some storms to come later this afternoon, which could bring an isolated severe weather risk, especially into the late afternoon to early evening time frame tonight. Temperatures as they stand right now are in the upper 80s to low 90s. Across I-10, cooler as you go north of I-65 into the mid to even upper 80s, but still feeling around the upper 80s to low 90s, even near 100 degrees, especially across Mobile as well as Gulfport. Now, we are going to have to look out for, like I said, that isolated severe weather risk later tonight, although it's not going to be a high really elevated severe weather risk. Any storm that does move into the area later tonight can pose a severe weather risk, mainly in the form of damaging winds, as you'll see here with our future view. A lot of moisture to deal with considering it is the summertime around the Gulf. We have plenty of moisture to work with, and from around 4 to 7 p.m. we're mainly dealing with light to moderate spotty showers. But take a look at this cluster coming in from the I-59 corridor in Hattiesburg. You'll see it creep its way to the I-65, I-10 corridors. Some heavy showers across Gulfport on the backside of this, but you'll see it really begin to move into Mobile County later this evening by around the 11 to 11:30 time frame and peak over the I-10, I-65 interchange. It will weaken with time as it moves into the Florida Panhandle, but still can pack a punch in terms of heavy rainfall. Now, we also will have to look out for some regeneration as well on the backside of the system passage, and you can see here from around the early to mid morning time frame tomorrow we're going to be dealing with some heavy rain across the Gulf Coast and the I-10 corridors, and we'll have another round later later Thursday afternoon perchance, which could also disrupt some travel plans. Friday morning we are going to be also dealing with some showers across the Florida Gulf Coast, another regeneration round of some heavier showers, but we'll dry out throughout most of the day on Friday and have a nice Friday in terms of weather, not really expecting anything more significant in terms of the rainfall or even thunderstorm threat. Damaging winds, like I said, is going to be the main concern tonight. Not really seeing anything in terms of a tornado or large hail threat, as conditions are not quite there for it, but conditions are also going to be there for flash flooding, especially across areas where we've seen a lot of intense rainfall over the past week or so. Anywhere from Mobile, north and west, across the I-10, I-65 corridors is under a slight risk level 2 out of 4 for flash flooding. Now, this risk is going to decrease into tomorrow and drop in terms of the severity, but still, localized instances of flash flooding are possible across the region, especially where saturated soil conditions are the most prevalent. A half an inch to an inch of accumulation is going to be the expected rainfall totals over the next 72 hours. Like I said, not really seeing anything significant, but can still see a good amount of rainfall over these next few days. Starting off with your 7-day forecast, we'll take a look over the next 3 days. Really going to be dealing with the main weather day today and tomorrow. 80% chance of rain tomorrow at 87 degrees, but we'll dry out and warm up into this weekend and into the beginning of the work week next week. Temperatures are going to be around the low to mid 90s. Our next chance at precipitation and rain will be towards the middle of next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, but still sitting around the low 90s.